Alors, nous arrivons au terme de cette belle soirée qui a été magnifiée par la présence de Petit P pour un live qui a pratiquement duré 3 à 4 heures de temps. Il faut aussi dire que c'est pratiquement la fin, 10 ans après, n'est-ce pas, de cette magnifique fondation. Alors, je suis avec Eyong Ebot, le docteur, le président fondateur d'ailleurs de cette fondation, qui nous dira un tout petit peu comment il a démarré, qu'est-ce qui l'a motivé et pourquoi il décide d'arrêter subitement cette belle œuvre caritative. Bonsoir, docteur.
Good evening, sir.
Docteur, qu'est-ce qui vous a motivé à monter une telle fondation? La base, what is the beginning?
Yeah, you know, in life, you have to always look at where you came from. You don't get everything at once. You get everything bit by bit. And if I look back, I see that some of us have been blessed. Blessed not because we have a fortune to succeed in life, but blessed because there are also people out there who touch their hand to us to find ourselves where we are. You know, coming from my background, I've lived all my life having help from institutions. I was in scholarship right from secondary school. I was on scholarship while I traveled to Germany. I was on scholarship while I worked in America. So if I look at the educational aspect of my life, I've always been privileged to go to school, get my degrees for free, virtually for free. So I find myself blessed, and I look at those who don't have parents, those who cannot afford, would have one day, if they were like me, what would their life would have been? So that's why we go back and say, if there's a way we could give a token or give help so that they could also have a future, that's my call to the cause which we started long ago in 2010 to promote and make awareness in the world that while some of us succeed in one way or the other in different struggles, there are people out there who are yearning for our help.
10 years later, 10 ans après, quels ont été les hauts et quels ont été les bas de cette fondation d'après vous?
Oh yeah, you know, anytime when you start anything in this world, whether it's your business, whether it's a non-profit or a profit business, the business is never easy. Why? Because it's not that you don't have the know-how, it's not that you don't know what to do, but there is a base to learn. You have to learn from that base, make some mistakes, look at how the whole miniature about what you want to do and the prospects of it fall back on you. So basically, okay, Jeff, since it started, we have been in a progress. We have not been a surmountable fast progress. We have been going bit by bit until where we are today. So those who are with us will know that at one point we could not have the population you have today. Yeah, I mean, when we had our first event, like I always say, we sold 60 tickets. Today we are talking about a landscape where we went from 60 to 800 to 400 to 500 to 300. So it's always a progressive move, and we learn every day on what happened and how can we fix it. So basically we have gone so far that we are now stable, and this stability shows exactly from the results we put out there to help those orphans.
En termes de bilan, quel a été, en termes de chiffres, les bilans chiffrés 10 ans après?
I think 10 years today, when I look back, I would say that there are a lot of stuff we have done for orphans, not in Cameroon, but all over Africa. We have helped orphans in Nigeria. We have helped orphans in Congo. We have helped orphans in South Africa. We have helped orphans in Zimbabwe. We have helped orphans in Sierra Leone. We have several in Mauritius. We have helped orphans in Cameroon and many orphanages also. I would say developing countries because I still consider our help to India, our help to South America, that are developing countries like us. So that's where we share our mind, we make people get aware of what we are doing.
Alors, Président, j'ai entendu dire que c'est l'événement qui rassemble le plus d'Africains ici à Atlanta, mais pourquoi subitement vous décidez d'arrêter?
Yeah, the point there is we have done this black and white, and this is like, I would say, the 13th edition. Basically, if you do something for 13 years, it means you are not going bad. It means there's something good coming out of it. And in that case, you try to look at it and say, even though you have gone to this level, can you try to think about a different way of succeeding to reach out to your people, raise funds for those orphans, but don't kill yourself down with only one concept, black and white party. So we are looking at the black and white as a party that has generated us to this level, but it's also time we go above the party style and start thinking about other avenues to raise funds. We must not only raise funds through a party. We could raise funds directly through other mediocres, and that's why we have decided that moving forward, we shall have a different pattern of raising funds for our organization.
Docteur, pour clôturer, plus ou moins l'avant-dernière question, est-ce que vous ne pensez pas pouvoir laisser davantage orphelins, ces enfants orphelins que vous avez longtemps soutenus depuis plus de 10 ans?
Oh no, OKHF, when we say black and white is no more, we're not saying OKHF is no, OKHF will still be there. We are just saying that the way of raising money, the way of coming out, getting money to give to these orphans, the way of getting help would not only be through a party. You understand? We have to look at different avenues, reaching out to our sponsors, reaching out to our donors, reaching out to every person in a different way. Just take for example, we are going to be sending 9 million francs CFA every 8 to 9 months. That's the scholarship. That's what costed us this year. So we have to do that for 5 years for all the 10 provinces in Cameroon. So you cannot say we just sit there and wait until you have a black and white party in November. Then you think about the orphans out of the other countries. You see, so we have a different concept of saying we cannot just sit and fold our arms and wait for one party, which means that if the party doesn't go well, then the orphans no. So we are just trying to diversify our way of helping orphans.
Pour clôturer, il y a eu des soutiens de la première heure, des toutes premières personnes qui vous ont tendu la main, qui vous ont soutenu. Auriez-vous un message à toutes ces personnes qui étaient là dès les débuts et qui sont restées fidèles, loyales à la fondation jusqu'aujourd'hui?
Well, I can't call names, I cannot call names of those who have helped us to where we are today. We have a lot of them out there. I remember in our first fundraising, which we did in 2010, we had a lady who brought a kid in the hall. And while she saw that people were giving $100, $200, $300, $400, she got up with a $1 bill and came to the MC and gave the MC. You see, when you see a kid give $1 to like that, you start thinking about how many $1 we could collect to help those kids there. Imagine 10 million people giving you $1. That's $10 million. You see that? So we want to thank everybody. The big donors, the small donors, the volunteers. If you look at today, most of the work here was done by volunteers. You are even part of it. You are volunteering to come to our event, not because of money, but just because you know that what we're doing is going further apart. So if I want to start thanking people, I should thank you for doing exactly what you did.
En tout cas, c'est les rideaux qui se ferment ici 10 ans après cette fondation OKHF qui a passé, n'est-ce pas, tout son temps à apporter à cette jeunesse africaine, aux orphelins d'Afrique. Le docteur Eyong Ebot l'a si bien dit, ça n'a pas été seulement le Cameroun, mais pratiquement tous les pays d'Afrique subsaharienne qui ont été soutenus tout au long de ces 10 dernières années. Le merci revient également à toutes ces personnes qui ont contribué. Nous vous remercions d'avoir accepté d'être des nôtres tout au long de cette soirée avec Petit Pays en live pour clôturer, n'est-ce pas, cette belle aventure de la fondation OKHF. Merci, Président, et vraiment vous souhaite le meilleur pour la suite.
Well, I want to thank everybody who was here. I also want to thank the crew who has made this happen. I want to thank Petit Pays. As you know, it's not just a friend.
Il a été comme une mascotte finalement pour cette
Exactly, yeah. Petit Pays, this is his fifth time is playing. I started with Petit Pays in 2013, so this is 10 years working with Petit Pays, not only as a partner for the foundation. I work with him as a manager, I've worked with him as a producer.
Il faut signaler que c'est la première fois éventuellement qu'il fait le live, puisqu'il a toujours joué en playback, mais pour la première fois, vous avez tenu à ce qu'il fasse un live pour le public d'Atlanta.
Et avec Sam Visa qui viendra au Cameroun et de Paris au complet. So it's a little bit touching to see that he had a show yesterday in Douala or Mispo, and in 24 hours he is here for OKHF. That is something which I don't know. It's not money anymore. It's somebody who really has the mind to support somebody like me, and also to support kids in Africa. So I want to always say he's somebody whom I work with as a friend, and I work with him also as a big brother who tells me exactly how things are going. And I mean, nobody can say it's about money within me and Petit Pay, because just look at what has just happened. In 24 hours, I mean, nobody does that. Look at even his shape, look at his condition. You know, for somebody to do that, it means that the person has a mind and courage to help you. So I want to give big kudos to him. I want to give big kudos to Sam Visa for taking that time here, coming to spend this weekend with us and going back. So I just think that it's time to tell Petit Pay also that time to move on. Time to look at different avenues, time to look at different ways of succeeding. And I think that he is terrific enough to know exactly how to go about himself. And he has done that for a couple of years. And I mean, we still remain friends. We work together when need be. But I know that as time goes on, we all have to always focus on the future.
Thank you, Président. Merci d'avoir été des nôtres et la semaine prochaine.
Merci. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Il n'y a rien de plus beau sur la terre que la femme. Sans la femme de l'homme n'est rien. I love you.